to show you an issue that I had with my Power Stroke the other day. Not that Power Stroke. This Power Stroke, a 1700 psi pressure washer with electric motor. Here are the operating instructions for the initial startup. Squeeze the trigger to relieve air pressure until a steady stream of water appears. While squeezing the trigger, switch on the unit. See operator's manual. Well, I did all that and nothing happened. So I decided that there must be some sort of a blockage in there. So I tipped the unit up on its back. Then I popped the screen out of the garden hose intake and found a little bit of debris in that, but not much. So I probed around with a Panda Express chopstick a little bit to see if there's something plugging it up in there. Nothing in there. I've had spiders sometimes crawl in places like that and build a nest and plug it up, but that didn't cure anything. So my next option was compressed air. Tried compressed air. Couldn't get anything to come out the hose. So I figured my recourse must be to take it apart, see if there's anything in there, like the pumps broke, O-rings or shot or something. So that's the next thing I started to do, started to take it apart. Then I had this bright idea that maybe because I've got such hot water, hard water, pardon me, that something could be going on with that water in there. Maybe I didn't drain it well enough. So I thought, well, before I do that, I'm going to try something else. I put the screen back in, turned the pressure washer over on its front, and water came out. And it was kind of funky looking water. So my next idea, turned it back over on its back, got out my trusty rust lime calcium remover, all-purpose cleaner, and filled that end of that intake up with that material, let it sit all night, came out next day, tipped it up on the front again, and some really strange looking water came out. It was yellow and kind of cloudy and kind of lumpy looking. So I thought, well, maybe that did it. So I connected the hose back up. Everything worked just fine. So if you live in an area where you have hard water, be sure you drain your pressure washer before you store it for the winter. I think that was my issue. So somehow the hard water coagulated, algae built up in there or something. But that was a real simple cure for something that I was going to initially take this pressure washer apart and figure out that, well, it's beyond fixing. It's beyond my ability to fix. And decided, well, I got one other thing I want to try. So I did it, and I saved myself, I don't know what this is worth. It's 10 years old, but it's still a good pressure washer. So anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching. If that was interesting to you, give me a thumbs up if you like my channel. Oh yeah, she's a squirter. Look at that.